Now let us talk a little bit about customizing a theme. So let's go back to the original default theme that we had, which was 2012. Let me go back and activate it. When I go activate it, now my default theme is going to look like the way my website is going to look like the way it was when I had first configured it, right? And it's a very simple website, like I said, with not much happening here. But at this point of time, let us learn about something called customizing a theme. We have seen that the WordPress website is always organized by something called a theme, and the theme itself gives you lots of customizing options. So here, for example, when I go to manage themes, I see this option called customize. If I click onto this option, and all themes will have this customizing option, but what all are the different parameters they will allow to customize are going to be different. So every theme will certainly have a customizing tab, and you can click on it and get into the customizing option. But what things can you customize is completely up to the theme writer, and they can give you, some theme can give you maybe a way for you to configure site title and tagline, and some theme might not give you, for example, a way to configure colors. It totally depends on the theme. So when you're evaluating themes, this also becomes an important option or an important criteria for you to evaluate, that what are the different things you can configure inside a theme. So appearance is one important aspect of a theme. The other important aspect of a theme is that if you want to change something, how much flexibility does that theme allow you to do? So for example, in our default theme, you can see that there is something called, it says that you are previewing 2012, and this is the 2012 theme for WordPress. It's a fully responsive theme. We will see this word responsive and what it means a little later. And this looks great on any device. Features include a front page template with its own widget and a whole bunch of information here. Let's not get too carried away by all this information. Let's come to site title and tagline. I had in the beginning given this site title Learning WordPress, but I can change this if I want to and call it Learning Web Designing. And as I'm doing it, you can see that it is changing right here interactively, right? I can also change this tagline and not just another website tutorial, right? I could create things dynamically, and I can see the results of changing that tagline live on my website. Although it's still not live because I've not saved and published it, but the effect can be seen right here. So this is the first thing that I can do in this particular 2012 website. Then there is a button here. By unclicking on this button, I can just make the whole header thing go away. So this says display header text. If I click on it, it can just remove the whole thing, and there is no title anymore. So this particular theme is giving me that flexibility, right? And let's say I want that. Besides that, there's something called colors, and it says that the header text color can be changed. So for example, I can go to the header text color, and let's say I go choose it to be yellow, and lo and behold, immediately my header text changes. Not the rest of it, because this is the header text color that is changing, right? Then there is a background color, and I can select the background color and change that. Like for example, this green here, and if I was to select this green, then the background color will change. And let me just select this green so that I can show you what the background color is going to look like once I save it. Now this is not actively visible. Like the moment I change the green color, the background color is not actively seen to be green anywhere, but we will see that in the live website. So that's the color parameter that can be tweaked by us. There is a background image. If I wanted this whole image to have a particular background, I could go ahead and upload a new background image. And let me just do that, or maybe select a file is a better option. Select a file, and I go down and I say, let's say this lighthouse. Here's a file that I have selected. Hopefully it's uploading that page. And then there is a thing called static front page, and it says that there are two options you have. Your home page or your front page can display all your latest posts, or it can display a static page. We'll come back to that again. what the difference between these two are. But for now, let's just leave it. Let's see if the background image thing worked. It has not yet worked, or it's still uploading. There we go. Now it's uploading. Now it says that the background image, is it going to be tiled? That is, it's going to be repeated, or is it just going to be no repeat? So let me just say no repeat, and the background position is going to be in the center, and it's not going to be scrollable, that it's not going to be moving as I move my mouse across it. Now I have made these changes to the various parameters that the theme had allowed me to configure. And now I go and I click on my website. Now it looks like it's very different. It's really different. And you can see that I had chosen two things. One was that I had chosen a background color and I had chosen a background image. You can see that the background color has turned into green and the background image has been somewhere positioned here. Not a good choice for me to do correctly. My header text is yellow, which is what I had chosen things to be, and the rest of the website is exactly the same as it was before. I have not changed anything because there were no other parameters that I could have changed. So this is what is called customizing a website. Now let's go quickly and cancel this and go to our available set of themes, and this time maybe let us choose this theme and activate this theme, the Esplanade theme. Now this theme also provides a customizing option for me, and so I click on customize here, and here also, well, I can see almost the same things being made available to me here that I can change. The background image, the static front image, and the rest. So this is great, but I was hoping to find a website which will give me a different set of options. So let me go ahead and hope that this website will give me a different set of options. So I go here, the Business Lite website, I activate it, and so I go to themes and I say customize, and you can see here that new things have come in. There's something called design, there's something called typography, right? And these two new things have come in terms of what can be configured. Now I am not going to show you how to configure this particular theme. Now the important thing for you to do is to play with different themes and see if you can understand your way about the different things that can be configured. The site title and tagline is pretty simple here. The design is the width, the skin color, the text color, the link hover color. Typography is the kind of fonts that are used and the size of the fonts, right? Colors are the same, that's not any different. Background images are also the same, although there's some other stuff that they also provide. And then finally there is a thing called static front page. So these are the different things that this particular theme allows. But besides that, there's something called theme options that also are provided in this particular theme, which were not there in the previous theme. And there are some more things that can be done here, especially things like templates and blogs and headers and many other things, even footer, for example. So there could be other things that a theme provides in besides these standard parameters. They might be available in something called theme options. So please go ahead, play with a few themes that you like from the WordPress website, and try and configure and see how many different, what are the different websites, how many different ways can you make your website appear and look like. In the next lecture, we are going to dive deeper into building a theme and organizing and preparing a theme.